Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm Liz Foster. I'm an artist based near York in the north of England. I joined Martha's Accelerator Programme a year ago after deciding that I needed to make some big changes to the way I was approaching my art career. So I went to art school in the 90s when the only career advice I was given was to find gallery representation, which as we know is easier said than done. And over the years I've exhibited and I've taught and I've done various arts projects, and I really jumped around between different things. So I came to a point in my life where I knew I wanted to get some clarity and really organise my time better and waste less time jumping around between tasks and randomly trying things that just weren't working. I also quite definitely knew that I wanted to increase my earnings from my work. So after a bit of research and overthinking and chatting, I came across Martha's AA programme. We talked about what it could offer me, and I decided to make the investment. Having a year on the programme has given me a real framework to get on and make the changes I need to make. The course content really made me dig into how I run my business and spotlight the different ways in which I can represent myself as an artist, how I show up online, how I show up in real life, as well as practical things like just being more organised in my planning and making more strategic decisions, managing the work I produce. So this year, for example, I ran my first launch alongside an open studio event, and it's really changed how I manage my inventory. So rather than just putting work out there ad hoc as and when, I now operate as my own gallerist and releasing new work and selling paintings directly to customers and collectors in a much more strategic way, and really importantly in a way that feels really good and aligns with my own kind of ethos. A really nice aspect of the course is getting to know other artists within the programme. I've been working alongside artists from various countries, working in different genres: ceramicists, painters, sculptors, all different backgrounds and types of work. And it's really great to be able to discuss issues and around ambitions and money and marketing, for example, with fellow artists who are all really invested in their careers. And I've personally particularly loved the live Q&As that we have 2 or 3 times a month, as we get loads of great discussions going, and we get our industry advice from Martha. It's just really good conversation, really good quality conversation that keeps moving us forward. So along with all the practical jobs that I've got on with this year, like redesigning my website, for example, a big thing for me was the less kind of tangible things to do with like mindset and confidence, in particular around money and sales, and simply removing that kind of ick factor that artists often have around that kind of stuff. It's good to sell your work and make a living, make a living income, and there's nothing wrong with that. So within the programme, discussing sales and income and financial decisions is done in a really professional and respectful way. And importantly, it's against a backdrop of running a sustainable and ethical business. So that's super important. And it's allowed me to feel comfortable using words like business and profit. But it's also really good to be able to separate the kind of business of being an artist from my painting time in the studio. So a knock-on of the course is that I've actually made my time in the studio so much more productive, as I can close the door and paint all day knowing that in the background or scheduled on the website or on the calendar, my business is kind of structured and it's working and it's ticking away in the background. So that's great. I'm leaving the AA with clarity and confidence. I know that I now have firm foundations in place to continue to grow my art practice. There's still lots to do. None of this is easy, and there are no quick gimmicks, but I just feel much more in control of my career. I'm proactive now about making decisions that serve me, rather than just waiting for others to decide or having to kind of be reactive to external decision makers. And you know what, kind of feeling in control makes me a whole lot less stressed, makes me, as a result, a better painter, and that's really what it's all about.